Alright guys, welcome back to another video. Hope you're all got, because I'm got, and hope you're got. My name is Abraham. Welcome back to the channel guys, and today I'm going to be going through an interesting video. As you know by the title of the video, I'm going to be going through every single tool you need for purchasing a used car. This is what I use to purchase my used cars. I don't always buy new cars. You know, I buy a car every year and not all of them are new. So I use these tools to make sure I'm getting the best value out of my money, and also the car that I'm going to be purchasing is not going to be running into any problems. So if you're new to the channel, give a subscribe, give me that thumbs up if you do enjoy the video, and let's go through the tools and show you everything that I got. Now, everything that I show you today is actually something that I've encountered and learned about over the past 5 to 6 years. So everything you're going to be seeing today is the best version of those that I use every time I buy a used car. Alright guys, so here's everything that I need whenever I buy a used car. Let's get started from the beginning. So the first one is an OBD tool. This one is an older one. Obviously there are newer ones out on the market right now. But essentially what this does is you connect this to the car computer, and it will read every single code with the problem that the car has, and you can view it on here, and based on the code you can search it to see what the cost is going to be to fix it. Now the good thing about this is that if, let's say, you have a code and the code does not show light on your dash, so let's say there's an engine light, check engine light, that's not even on, but this would still be able to read the code depending on how bad and severe the code is. So for example, I went to buy a car and the car had some turbo issues. So first I put this in and everything was clear on the dash. This showed me some turbo malfunction, which I was like, interesting, but everything checked out to be fine. Now after, when I took the car on the drive, then I could feel the car starting to shake at certain RPMs very rapidly and very much, due to the turbos not being able to deliver the power. So luckily, because of this, I did not purchase that. Moving on to the next item, it's an OBD2 adapter. So essentially this is the same thing, except what this is that you are able to connect it to your phone with different apps. So you can use different applications to connect that to your phone. And with that being said, it is cheaper than this. So this one goes from $300 to $500 Canadian, depending on the OBD2 reader. And this one was only about $35, and the app is around $12, starting $12 going up. Now the reason I have this as well is, interestingly, they're both the same, except that sometimes they read different codes. So this reads a different code than this one, and that's very interesting. So I always like to use them both. Also, this has some aftermarket features, and those features are that you can do some gauge management and data analysis. So example, you can track your 0 to 100 kilometer time, your 60-foot range, and things like that once you connect it to the car. And it also shows you graphs of horsepower and torque depending on the app that you purchase. So I do like to have this one too, and it's also very small. You can put it in the car inside, no problem. As with this, you need this, and then connect the back, and then you put it over there. Moving on to the next tool. The next tool is a body damage meter, which I like to call a paint meter. So what this does is, this is actually an older version. So basically there's a metal on the front, and then you stick it to the car, and then you pull it up, and then it pulls up from inside with numbers. Now every time it pulls up, if the car has been painted and has not been registered as a painted car, let's say if the car proof is clean and you're looking at it but you feel like there might be some damage and painted, you can use this on the metal to be able to tell where the car has been painted, if there's been any accidents or any damages to the car. Moving on to the next tool, I have another paint meter, and now this one is a newer one. That being said, this one has different modes and different units where you can check, and this one is like a digital one. So once you press it, turns on, and shows the mode is already on car. And basically use this bottom part, you put it on wherever there is metal on the car, and plastic. So the only difference between this and this is because this is upgraded. Now a lot of cars are not made out of metal. They're made of aluminum and different type of material. So what this does is using this, you can actually tell what this doesn't catch. So this was like an older version before everything used to be metal. I used to use this mostly. Now I use this. The problem with this is sometimes it's not effective. So you have to use it on a certain part twice. And when I say effective is what I've noticed with it is that it shows that the car has been painted, but then later on it shows that it has not. There's never been a part that it shows that the car has not been painted, and then later on it shows that it has. So if you see some part of the car that shows paint has been done on it, and you think it hasn't, double check. And sometimes usually this type of paint meters, they have that sort of issue. Moving on to our last tool is this. So if you're wondering what this is a tool that you use to see the tread of your tires. So basically what you do is you put it in a tire, you put it in and then push it up. So depending on, as you see, if it's red or it's yellow, it shows that the tread is too low. But then if you put it in here like this, if it comes out to be on the green, then you're good to go. Now this tool might not be used as much just because a lot of times you might be buying a car that's certified. So once it's certified, it's supposed to pass safety, which means it's supposed to have tires that are good enough. But let's say you go to a car that is not a certified car, you're buying it privately, you want to take this, you want to check out your tires, and then in this case you can see how much the cost would be if you need to replace those tires, which is an additional cost that you need to be adding to the price of the car. Alright guys, hope you've enjoyed the video and you found the content useful. I tried to make the video very quick, going through all the materials. Sometimes there are more things that I use, but that's rarely the case. These are the most important things that you need every time you go car shopping, just to make sure, like I said, get the best money best car for what you're spending. So hope you did enjoy it. If you have any questions, make sure to comment down below on more tools or on how to use these tools. And if you did enjoy the video, put that thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see you soon in the next video. Have a good one.